Let's talk about the ultimate you and becoming your ideal self. Everyone has a version of themselves, an ultimate version of themselves that they want to become, an ideal self that they are chasing after, and hopefully someday they can become that. This ideal version of yourself is usually perfect in every way possible, and there's no flaws. And you know that no matter what you do, you will always have flaws, you will always have issues. However, it's worthy to have an ideal self in order to improve and in order to grow. Creating an ideal self that is perfect in every single way is not necessarily realistic, but it is very encouraging and motivating when you look at yourself and the power that you could potentially have. And if you haven't already, it's very key that you look at yourself and you see what you could ultimately become, because what it shows is the gap between your potential and who you are right now, and you can start to close that very quickly. Developing a strong ideal version of yourself is absolutely key, and it's also very important that you start to act as if you were that person already, because if you do, you will start to have those things that that person actually has as well. It may sound a little strange at first, but if you start to act as if you were that person already, what happens is that you start to get those things that that person has. You take on the character traits, you take on the personal power, the personal responsibility, and the personal achievements maybe as well, and it will start to put you in the mindset of that human being, and you'll start to perform much better in your own life. This is something that I've used in my own life a lot, and it works absolutely wonders. It can take you from where you are to where you want to be, and in a short amount of time you can start to get there, you can start to see some results very instantly if you really apply it. It's about seeing yourself in the future as the person you want to be, with the things that you want to have, and then taking that and making that the current moment. Perhaps you won't have all the things, but if you can start to think like that, you will very quickly start to obtain them. And much faster than you think, your life will start to become as if it was that ideal version of yourself, that ideal you, that ideal life, that ideal everything. So if you can start to put it to use and you can start to see it as a reality, it'll start to become one. But you have to stop trying to reach for it. You have to stop trying to chase it. You have to attract it into your life by taking on the right behavior, and that's what this is all about. Take on the patterns, take on the habits of a successful you, take on the speaking patterns, the language, everything, the body language. Take on everything that you can from that ideal version of yourself, put it to use right now, and watch the change start to happen.